Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are tackling one of history's great puzzles, an empire that was, by all accounts, a catastrophic failure, and at the same time one of the most influential successes of all time.
Take a look at this number, 15 years. That's it. That is the entire lifespan of the Qin Dynasty, China's very first imperial dynasty.
I mean, in the grand scheme of history, 15 years is nothing, right? It's a blip on the radar. You'd think it would be a tiny footnote.
But then, there's this number, over 2,000 years. And that's how long its political and cultural blueprint actually shaped China. The systems it created, the whole idea of a single, unified China, it became the very foundation of imperial China for millennia.
So how does an empire that lasts just 15 years cast a shadow that's 2,000 years long? Okay, let's dive into this and really unravel the paradox.
First off, to get the legacy, you have to understand the sheer force and ambition the Qin used to unify China in the first place. This was nation-building with an iron will.
The engine behind this raw power was a philosophy called legalism, and it was brutally efficient. The core idea was simple. People are basically selfish, so the only way to get order is through absolute state control, with strict laws and really harsh punishments. The state was everything.
And to control their huge new empire, they standardized, well, everything. Just imagine, one day you wake up and the money you use, the characters you write, how you measure your grain, it's all suddenly the same as in the next province. They even standardized the width of cart axles, just so they'd all fit in the same ruts on the new imperial roads. This was all about creating a single, unified machine.
This all served one massive goal, all under heaven. They weren't just conquering land, they were trying to create a totally new world order, a single, centrally controlled state that the world had never seen on this scale.
So it sounds incredibly strong, right? An ironclad foundation. Then why did this whole superstate shatter almost the second its founder was gone?
Well, what's really wild is just how fast it all fell apart. So 210 BCE, the first emperor dies. Just 1 year later, his less than competent son is in charge, and boom, rebellions erupt everywhere. By 206 BCE, it's all over. The dynasty is finished, the whole thing unraveled in just 4 years.
You see, the very things that made the Qin so powerful were also its fatal flaw. The same strict laws and massive projects that built the empire also pushed the people to their absolute breaking point. It was a fatal cocktail, just waiting to explode.
And this, right here, is the heart of the paradox. The Qin dynasty itself was a total failure, but the system it created, the blueprint for an empire, that was an absolutely revolutionary success.
This illustrates it perfectly. The people overthrew the Qin rulers, for sure, they hated them. But the next group of rulers who took over? They looked at the instruction manual the Qin had left behind and basically said, wow, this is genius. They fired the architects but kept the blueprint.
So the next dynasty, the Han, who lasted for 400 years, they did something really smart. They kept the whole Qin operating system. The unified China, the central government, the bureaucracy, the standard writing, they kept the entire machine. They just learned to run it with a little less cruelty. So as we wrap this up, what we see is that the Qin's true legacy isn't its 15 years of power. It's the powerful ghost it left behind. So what you should really take away from this is that the Qin was a failed state, but a foundational success. It basically wrote the brutal first draft of an empire, a draft that other dynasties would edit and improve for the next 2,000 years. You could almost say its legacy was a ghost that never left the machine. The Qin rulers were gone, but their system became the permanent operating system for imperial China, just running silently in the background for centuries. And that leaves us with a really provocative thought for our own time. What powerful systems or ideas being built today might end up outliving their creators? Because if history shows us anything, it's that sometimes the blueprint is way more powerful than the builder.